we are at war, let's declare war. And everybody knows we are at war. There's nothing wrong with that. This is not time for anybody to keep quiet. This is not time for you to even be honoring politicians until things start working.
Welcome once more, great people of Biafra. You just listened to P2B where he was calling for war. He said, if we are at war, let us declare that we are at war. But this statement is coming just few weeks ago. He made this statement in a function that he attended in Anambra State. He made this statement. Now, the question is, P2B, you knew how bad, how corrupt this country is. You knew how bad, how corrupt everything was. And people were telling you during the electioneering season that you are being used as a puppet. You did not do anything. You did not say anything. You did not blow this hot. You were romancing everyone. You were romancing the ego of the North. You were romancing the ego of the West. You couldn't even stand for your people to defend your people. Your people go through one challenges or the other. You could not even stand up and make a firm statement. You could not do all that. This is the same exact reason why Kenneth Okonkwo has dumped you. This is the exact same reason why Kenneth Okonkwo has dumped you. Those of you who listened to the interview on, I think it was on Channels Television by Kenneth Okonkwo, where he said he is not going to continue with P2B. He listed it out that the Zulu government, you cannot be a cool person to attain that power. Even if the reason why we are not even happy with them in the first place is that even if he goes there to grab this power and gets to that position, is it not 8 years? Another Fulani man will come and the suffering continues. We told these people, let us find a permanent solution, focus on Biafra, support Biafra, so that we will not have any candidate and we will make a proper statement that there was no candidate from the Biafra territory, because it was all about Igbos producing another president. And then you went to a very nonsense political party and you came out the third person or the fourth person safe. A very shameful outing. Even though we know that you were rigged. You were robbed of your position. But then, what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Was he not robbed of his freedom? We continue to tell you, look at the happenings in the southeast and the south. Look at what has been happening to the Biafra territory. That will tell you what they will do to you. Stop and focus on Biafra. You said no. In at your position. Today you are calling for war. Who are you going to call to go and fight that war? Hey, bring your children now, let them go and fight the war. If we're at war, let us declare war. And when they were telling you this is what is happening in the country, remove your mind from these things and let us focus and fight. Let us come together as a people and finance our movement. If you ask P2B now, P2B, can you finance the Biafra Republic government in exile so that you will have our own freedom? All of them, they will shy away. All these big men, they shy away. They prefer to spend their money on the backside of a woman. And you have a serious problem, an existential problem. You cannot stand and fight for your people. You cannot make meaningful impact. You cannot support your people. P2B, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, during your electioneering period, questioned you several times, when are you going to speak up for the people and for the youth of Biafra territory who were being pied by the Nigerian military and police? You did not do anything. P2B, communities were being sacked. A handful was being sacked by the military, and Simon Ekpa had to send the Biafra resistance fighters and the Biafra Liberation Army to go rescue them. What did you say to defend the people of Biafra? Nothing. Now you are calling for war. Is that not the height of stupidity? What I do not even understand. Now you are calling for war. You are asking the government, if we are at war, let us declare war. The war that they have already declared a long time ago and it's already happening. You are claiming that you don't know that something is going on. You are claiming that you don't know that something is going on. And he is a Chuku Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njoku. Else, if not for Simon Ekpa, what you are seeing happening in the north times 2, times 3 would have been happening in the east. They would have been buying people left, right, center. They would have been buying people left, right, center. Remember what happened during 2016, 2015, 2017. Remember how they were buying innocent people. Because there was no defense. Because there was no one to defend the people. Remember how they bought so many persons in Nnamdi Kanu's hometown. Because there was no defense. Because there was no one to fight. And today we have a strong defense that is doing something. And is doing something that people can see. Today you discover that the military, their hands and legs are broken, because each time they try to cause chaos, you discover that there are people who are going to, give them in the same measure that they are serving the innocent people of Biafra. You see them retreating because they know that every action there is repercussion for it. For every action there is a reaction. They now understand that if they buy any Biafran, that they are going to face the repercussion of that action. And they are now trading with care. They are now trading with care. They are now very careful of what they do and the atrocities they commit in Biafra territory, because they know that once they do anything evil, that there are people who are available that is going to react against whatever they have done. How do you support? How do you, the politicians, how do you, P2P, support the Biafra government to ensure that we, liberate Biafra and have our own nation of ourselves, such that our people will live with a semblance of dignity and respect that they deserve? Ipota ko rubbish. Ipota ko too. Ikorogana. Do the needful, all these politicians, and that is the reason why they will be dealt with seriously when Biafra is achieved. They will be dealt with seriously, because help now. Bring that money you say you have. Help. Look at Emefiele. Look at all the money he stacked. Look at all the money he packed. Instead of you to push even if it is $100 million, you pushed into the Biafra government purse, it will go a long way to do something and to achieve Biafra. But what will he do? He prefers to go and stockpile money that his generations unborn cannot even finish, instead of you to put money into good use, into the development of a nation that will serve the interests of your generations yet unborn, that will give them good life, that will protect them, that will shield them from the evil of the caliphate. You don't want that. You don't want a situation where your children, when they are born, they are sure that there is a government who is going to work for them and to ensure that they have a good life. You don't want such. You want your children to continue in your evil ways of stealing, siphoning, embezzling public funds. All of you politicians from the Biafra territory, the God of Biafra will visit you all one after another, and you will pay for the atrocities you have committed. He say, Biafra or die.